guys have somebody else? I feel like overall it was
Yeah.
it was easy. Well, I mean, I was grunting a lot. Hey Oklahomies, welcome back. I'm Julia, and today my husband John and I are going to be removing a 4-inch cast iron soil pipe that goes from our crawl space all the way through the roof. That is being used as a vent for our sewer stack that is in our basement right now. We also have a vent that goes to our guest bathroom. That should be plenty of ventilation for the amount of fixtures we have in our home per plumbing codes today. So I'll show you today how we end up removing that. I was researching online and kind of on YouTube to see how to remove this giant pipe. Cast iron pipes weigh a lot, so per like 1 foot, it's about 10 to 11 pounds. So something that goes all the way from our crawl space through the roof is probably around 14 feet. That ends up being quite a bit of weight. One method I found was somebody said get a 3-pound hammer, put it on one side of the pipe, and a 3-pound hammer on and hit it on the other. That, they said, was very messy, and then you have shards flying everywhere, and then it didn't sound as clean. One video that I came across that was super helpful was one by The Fixer, and I'll go ahead and link that below as well so you guys can see it if you're like coming across the same problems as us. But basically what he ended up doing was he rented a 6-inch soil pipe cutter. So you loop it around the pipe and then end up tightening it enough with the knob, and then you use a ratchet to actually keep getting it tighter and tighter. He recommended having somebody else holding the pipe above while the person below is ratcheting, because it tends to pop off and like up or over or whatever, and you don't want to get hurt doing that. John ended up holding for me because my upper body strength is trash compared to his. Just in general, I need to work on that. But yeah, so I was ratcheting, and then John was above me holding it so that when it pops off, it didn't just like fly off somewhere or hit me in the head. I've already had one injury from this renovation, so we just don't need to add another right now. I need a little time to recover. For 4 hours, it was going to be like $26. For a whole day, it was going to be $37. So they had it a $50 deposit, but whenever you return it back, it's clean and good working order, then it ends up only being like $47 total with tax and things like that. So it wasn't too bad at all. To do this, what you need is that 6-inch soil pipe cutter. We bought pipe holding straps because we weren't sure once we cut the part in the attic if we would need to support the vent that is like sticking through the roof. It was already capped on the top, so instead of like trying to take it out, we just got our roof redone in September, back when our car got stolen. So we didn't want to have to go through like if it voids the warranty or things like that. We didn't want to have to mess with that. So we're just kind of count it as another like vent for the attic to hopefully in Oklahoma summer get some more heat out of the attic. We got some screws, we needed a drill, we had a mask, we had eye protection. Also, we got headlamps. That just makes it a little bit more helpful to see what you're actually doing. To start, we had to go up into the attic and inspect what things looked like from above. We then raked the blown insulation away from the top of the ceiling because eventually we are gonna replace the plaster in the lath that is above like the ceiling of our bathroom. We're gonna replace that with sheetrock. Just to kind of keep it all seamless in here, keep it updated. There were parts that were bubbling or bowing, so we just want a fresh start, but we had to move the insulation off of it so that whenever we go to do that, all of it just doesn't fall through. We can hopefully reuse some of that then and just kind of scoop it back over it for extra insulation, or we can use like the batten insulation on top of it. Once we checked out what things looked like above and got all the insulation out of the way, we ended up going to Home Depot to go and rent the soil pipe cutter and get the other supplies that we needed. Moving the pipe, we started from the highest point up that we could. Back in the day, the cast iron pipes weren't supported by anything except for like a block at the bottom. They kind of just counted that the wall would hold it in where they had put it through. We didn't want to just start from the bottom and have everything fall through. Like what happens is it's not supported by anything else. So we crawled up into the attic and started removing the pipe. We ended up making a hole through the ceiling so that we could just drop the cast iron below instead of having to crawl through the attic to get the cast iron back down to the normal level and then crawl back up for each piece, since each weighed about 10 to 12 pounds. So we just decided to drop it in an area that already was a construction zone.
Okay. Release it.
You probably can't see anything down there. Yeah. Okay. So you'd say it's about 10 pounds? Right, where are we doing this? We slowly worked our way down the pipe all the way into the main area of the bathroom and then into the crawl space. Come on, buddy. Like that one was as hard as the ones up there.
Yeah.
Always have somebody else. Nice, okay.
Soft landing.
Yeah, put over the ground. Because I don't feel comfortable with the ladder necessarily. Got it?
Hey,
Yeah.
it's a gunshot.
It is.
It smells spooty.
It is some spootiness. Did I put the safety on? Apparently I did. Here we are. I know, I was like... The second method that we found online was to have one hammer on one side of the cast iron and then hit it with another 3-pound hammer on the other side of it, and then it shatters. Well, that's what it said online.
We do not have 3-pound hammers.
Oh, so we're gonna see. We're doing a new experiment to see if what size are these?
This is a 1 pound and this is a 20 ounce.
We're gonna see if the baby ones that everyone has can break this. So yeah, let's see.
Goggles.
Yep.
Probably should.
Correct. So if you hit it hard enough,
Yeah, it will do
a
it.
million times, it will break.
It's less control.
Yeah, there's much less control than spending $37 to. I feel like overall it was
Yeah, it was easy.
It was easy. Well, I mean, I was grunting a lot. But I think overall it was. Once we did that first one, like, yes, there was suspense every time. But
Yeah, it wasn't like that.
it wasn't like, none of them ever, like, super scared me, I guess. Yeah.
Nice.
yeah, we got our caps on now.
Yeah.
So now that we have that out of the way, though, we can fix this bottom plate here that they chopped out, or it's rotted out all over there. So we're gonna slide it in behind those pipes over there while we're figuring out who can move them for us or how to do it ourselves. So yeah. But thanks for tagging along with us today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I see the squirrel, Ellie.
Ellie,
No, ma'am.
so good.
No, ma'am.
You can't say about oil. Oil just doesn't grow on trees.
Hey Joe, here's the aspirin one.
Oh, did you do kitties?